Good morning and happy Father's Day, everybody. It is June 16th, 2019, and as a Father's Day gift, the family got me some of these new, supposedly really great Citadel color contrast paints. Just a few of them, because the colors they know I've been looking for. So, just real quick off the top. Basically, we got Citadel Turquoise, Shyish Purple, Gilliam Flesh, Snakebite Leather, which I think is going to be the crown jewel of the series, Ianden Yellow, and Volupus Pink. Alright, so yeah, there's a billion, well, not a billion, but there's a crap ton of videos about these paints already. This is just another one. I'm going to see how they work. I'm not a professional painter, you guys know that. But we're going to try them out on some different things real quick. Probably not going to go through all these models, but just real quick, you know, the Primaris Captain, or I don't know if he's a captain or not. I haven't really been paying attention. But anyway, Primaris Captain, my Duros, one of the Duros from the Star Wars Legion core set, the current core set, not the Clone Wars set, obviously. And just skipping real quick. Can't remember what this is, but this is a Reaper Bones. I can't remember what the actual monster's name is. But it's a Reaper miniature from a couple years ago. I just have it sitting here painted in Ratskin Flesh for a while, so we're going to go ahead and try the Snakebite Leather on it to see how it turns out with that. This is from Blackstone Fortress. I can't remember what it is. I just did a trade for it. Not for this one in particular, but for Blackstone Fortress itself. Traded my Star Wars Armada for it. So yeah, this I did a what I call like a hybrid zenithal, where basically I airbrushed the gray primer on it, and then I used white airbrush primer, but I brushed it on so it gets in like those recesses and everything. So I'm gonna try this. I'm probably gonna try this real quick with the pink, Volupus Pink. I'm gonna try that. Let's see. Did I already say this one? Yeah, he's a Reaper miniature. I believe it's a Pathfinder. I'm not sure. It might be from the Dark Haven line. This is a metal mini. Basically some type of like Dragonborn shaman of some type. I'm going to use the Citadel Turquoise on him. And then these two guys, I have a whole squad of them. These are some of the ones that survived the theft that I had here recently. Long story short, one of my 11-year-old's friends came by. Is it going to focus? Oh well. Anyway, I had to make a run to the store. I had a whole bunch of my 15mm minis just out here on the table in bags that I wanted to prime because I knew I was going to get some of these colors. I didn't know which ones. I'm probably going to make a run and get more tomorrow anyway. So I wanted to prime them and start using these on them. And unfortunately, he took off with about almost $400 worth of minis. So yeah, they're on their way to Oaxaca, Mexico right now, because that's where the family went for vacation. So yeah, I'm going to try these. Not sure what color yet. We'll leave them for last. So this might be a long video, it might not be, but we're going to go ahead and go through some of these. I'm just going to put these over here on the side. So from my understanding, and the brushes I'm using, this is a Reaper Pro Paint. I got this, I can't remember where I got this from. I think it was from a painting class that Lynn Stoll had over here a number of years ago. Still going strong. This is, I want to say it's at least 4 or 5 years ago. And then this is just a cheap, very cheap natural hairbrush brush from Walmart that I use for my brushes. Get like a pack of these for like $4. 10 brushes. There's nothing wrong with these brushes. Nothing at all. Don't spend a bunch of money. Anyway, clean water. So what we're going to do, let's try the Snakebite Leather first. We're going to try it on him because I want to use it as a wash and see what happens. See how it goes. I'm going to give this a good shake. Now from what everybody has said, the idea is like dab and pull, but use it really heavy, which is going to be something a little bit different for me. I think for a lot of people also. So let's see here. It kind of reminds me of typhus corrosion for some reason. Oh, we'll see. Let me see if I can get better lighting down here. It's probably about as good as it's going to get. Alright, so I got the camera in front of me, obviously. So forgive me if I go out of focus quite a few times. Alright, here we go. Let's start in the back. So right away, yeah, it's just acting like a wash. Trying to get it in the recesses here. Let's take a look. So far, I'm liking what it does. It's doing what it says it's supposed to do, I guess. Just on the back side. Go ahead and get this over here. And if the camera's out of focus, I apologize. Still haven't got a new rig to hold it. It's pulling up in some places. Let's see. I'm just going to do this whole thing. So I honestly don't know what color this thing is supposed to be anyway. Or if there is a specific color for this monster. I am not sure. Yeah, I'm just going everywhere with this. Just dabbing it in there. Like everybody was telling me. Got a little bit too much, as you can see, but that's okay. Because apparently the work time for this stuff is insane. Like you have quite a while before it... Oh, I keep hitting the thing. Keep hitting the camera mount. Quite a while before it goes dry. So drying time is very forgiving. Your work time is very forgiving for this. I don't see a lot of people saying that. My buddy Todd Farnholtz, Master Guns, he mentioned this in his little test. But I have not seen any of the big name YouTubers mention anything about that, about the work time. Because everything I've seen, everything's like wet. And they show it off. So yeah, it looks good when it's wet. But, I mean, no, it's wet. It's still wet. Let's go ahead and get some nastiness up in there. And we'll get some of the arm in here. Just be careful not to get the little claws right here on the tip. Just want to be careful to not do that. Okay. Let's see. Like I said, this is a cheap little brush. I mean, if you bought this brush individually from Walmart, it probably cost you about 25 cents. It's nothing special. Nothing special at all. Okay, let's get up. I think I've pretty much got everything. Not this side. I haven't got the antenna, but I think I'm going to do the antenna in a different color. I got to get underneath here, underneath these little ribs. Or, not ribs, carapace. Make sure we get all that. There's some right there. There. Let's get his head. See, because I got some pulled over here. So if you're wondering if it'll work on Reaper bones, apparently it does very well. Alright, let's go ahead and get this cleaned off. Get some of this pulled out of here. Yeah, I'm just leaving the brush in there. So, yeah, so far it looks pretty good, but we're going to go ahead and let that dry. Because now we're going to move on to something else. Let's see. So we'll let him dry over there for a little while. So yeah, that was a snake bite leather. Put him right there. Alright, so I want to try this Pterodon turquoise. I want to try it on him first. Shake, shake, shake. Off camera. So as I'm cleaning out the brush with the water, it cleans out pretty quick. Actually, here, let me put this over here. It's actually rather thick. I may consider... No, you know what? I'll go ahead and use the same brush. I'll use the same brush. This video is already 10 minutes long. 10 minutes, 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and get this going. Probably won't do all of them in this sitting. This one is definitely closed on real well. Let me do this off the camera. There it goes. Alright, so I got it open. It's, I know my camera's making it a little dark, but this is actually a really nice color. I really like this. Alright, so now this is just regular white primer. Nothing special. It's not the Wasey or whatever. Ooh. Oh my. Yes. This does look really, really nice. I can get the teeth and everything later. But yeah, oh my. That looks really, really good. Let me get the rest of this head. Alright, let me see. Where else does he have flesh? Because I didn't really plan this out. I just grabbed this out. I've had this thing over here for 2 years. Because everything else I can pretty much... And yeah, all I'm doing is just dabbing it in there. And it's looking really good. Getting the legs over here. Everything else I got a specific paint for, but this I was really interested excuse me, to be honest with you, I was really interested in getting this stuff for monsters specifically. So I'm not sure how well it will work with armor flat pieces, although I have been seeing some very interesting things with that. Also just got to point out real quick, I'm not using my glasses, so I'm not like really seeing things the way I should be seeing. But I can't use my glasses with the camera. So this turquoise, I guess we need to call it the Hulk turquoise. Because it's not really turquoise. It's more of a green. Not the really light blue turquoise that I'm used to seeing. But it does look good. It does look good. I do like it. Looking great on this model. Try to get the rest of his leg in there. Oh yeah, let's get his tail. Let's get his tail. How can I forget his tail? And like I said, apparently this is how it's supposed to be applied in really thick coats like this. I'll get his feet claws in a second. But it's doing, whoops, sorry. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Everything I'm seeing, it is doing exactly what it was told to do, and then some. See, I thought I had a pool of it over here. I do. This for in here, his legs. I know I keep hitting the camera, sorry guys. I believe that's about it. So right here, it got it just barely. Put a little bit more in there, in that recess. Alright, so yeah, he's looking pretty good. Without doing any detailing or anything like that, just a straight turquoise. I'm actually quite surprised. One coat and he's done. Tabletop quality, looking good. Alright, so that's this one. I'm gonna try the pink. We're gonna try the pink on here. Like I said, this was, I can't remember what it is, what that model is specifically, but it is from Dark Fortress. Once again, let's show you here. It stays in your brush pretty good, so I would really suggest once you're done with it, clean your brushes with your saddle soap or whatever soap you're using. I just said saddle soap because that's the first thing that came to mind. Alright, so again, we shook up the pink. Kind of looks like a very lighter shade of Blood for the Blood God. He's going to get an all over wash. I'm going to use it all over. So we'll go here, look at this. Like I said, I did a weird zenithal type thing. So you can see some of the gray underneath, and the white was kind of like a wash. So, oh, and I'm using the wrong brush. I want to use the big brush. Alright, that's cool. Whatever. This is like really, 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 really thick. Like the GW said, this is supposed to be one coat and you're battle ready. Minus some details. So we're going to try that. We'll put that to the test here. Like a couple hundred other YouTubers have done so far. But like I said, I've been telling my friends, and if you follow some of the pages I follow, some of the same pages, you'll know, I've been saying it, you know, this is going to be primarily for my monsters, not so much my 40k stuff, unless they're monsters. This pink I want to use for my, what they're called. Oh, they're not Terminators. Chaos Hellbrutes, I think this is what they're called. They just came in the Shadow Spear box set. I know some 40k players are probably watching. Oh, what the hell? You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know I don't know what I'm talking about, and I admit that. Because I am not a big-time player of 40k. I am, however, a person who enjoys painting. So, right away, if you want something to look bloody, with muscles, the muscles shown, this is what you want to go with. This will be a great asset for any type of horror, scary monster. Because just from what I'm seeing right now, the way this is just settling in, I really don't need if I put some blood for the blood god on this, oh my god, it's just going to accent it even more. It's going to look great. Like right here in the hands, this looks like, and I wish, there we go. I wish I wasn't washing it out so much. Let me see if I do that. I wish my camera wasn't washing it out. But in the hands, it looks like individual muscle strands. Like if the hand got taken away. And I mean, and in the face already, I'm gonna have to do some yellow or something on the teeth. Yeah, this thing looks like a bloody fucking mess. Like seriously, this looks great. And you know, yeah, I said it earlier. Oh yeah, because it looks good because it's wet. So we'll come back to this. I might have to do that tomorrow, but so far, this is my favorite color so far. Alright, let's move him over here. This way I know what colors I used. This thing looks fucking fabulous. And I know I don't curse a lot on the channel, but yeah. Alright, so last one. I'm not gonna worry about these right now. Like I said, this stuff is pretty damn thick. Use this. Do I want to use the yellow? Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna use the yellow. Now this is on a gray. This is Gray Seer. That's one I did have one of my buddies go ahead and do, and I got ahead of myself. I painted up the weapons, and I shouldn't have. So let's see what happens with this. This looks very transparent to me. I'm gonna go ahead and use the cheap brush on this. And you know what? I'm just gonna do his lower half. I don't care if I get on the there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna repaint anyway. It's very transparent, very, very transparent. I've always had trouble, like a lot of you, I've had trouble painting yellow. Yellow is a pain in the ass to paint. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Like I said, I just want to do his lower half, like the lower torso. See what happens. I might do the rest of him real quick. I want him to dry up a little bit so you can at least see what's on there. I'm going to be kind of picky with him because I don't want to paint over a lot of things. And I'm not going to paint that helmet. I'm going to have it part of another Astartes chapter. Yeah, I'm going to do the whole thing. Speaking of which, I probably will start doing actual 40K videos here soon, because I've decided for my Astartes, they are going to be the Unnumbered Suns. The reason why I've gone with Unnumbered Suns is quite simply because, let's go ahead, well, I'm going to paint that gold anyway, so if I get a little on there, it's okay. I went with the Unnumbered Suns because with the Unnumbered Suns, you can paint your army any color you want. I mean, really, you can, because they are the Unnumbered Suns. If you're not familiar with the Unnumbered Suns, much like I was not, basically, they are Primaris Marines who have not been assigned to a chapter as of yet. Okay? So, what that allows you, as someone who may or may not have an idea as to what chapter they want their Astartes to belong to, their Primaris, go with the Unnumbered Suns. From what I've been told by a number of members on a Facebook page, I know I'm saying it wrong, and Dominus Crusade is 40K Primaris players, and Dominus Crusade, I believe that's what it's called. If you look me up, you'll see I post on there. Not very often, but I'm a member there. If you know my real name, which most of you probably do. But anyway, So yeah, they told me about it because I like to paint. I'm not a big 40K player because 40K is in my area. There's a lot of guys, and I don't care if you're watching and you get pissed when I say this. A lot of the guys here are dicks, real dicks, when it comes to the game, because a lot of them have a shit ton of disposable income, and they can afford to have the biggest, baddest army. And I don't know, number of occasions I've asked, hey, anybody want to teach me how to play? Other than my friends, other than the people I know, they've got lives. I understand. But yeah, I was like, hey, can somebody, bear with me? I'm learning all over again. I haven't played since like second edition. Oh, well, just do this, and you're done. Yeah, that's not how it works, man. That's not helping me at all. Just getting this in there. So far, yeah, this is looking pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and get the backpack. Slather this on there. I'm gonna do some detail work on it later. This video is 26 minutes long. I apologize if you stuck this around this long. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Make yourself heard. Your opinions, thoughts. I'm always down to listen to what other people say. Okay, so I'm going over the leg again. Let's see, it got darker. It's not as light as the first time. Let's go ahead and finish up this backpack. Then we're going to move on to Gilliam flesh. I want to try it on his face. This is a test, one of my test models anyway. So you might want to do 2 layers of this yellow. Yeah, you definitely want to do 2 layers of this yellow. Make it nice and deep. Yeah, I said deep. A nice color recess back here. Oh shit. Alright, there you go. Some on my thumb. So let's see. And I hit it back here apparently. Alright, so that's that one. So we're not gonna worry about these guys tonight. We'll do these later. Alright, so we used him. Let's use the Gilliam flesh on his head. It just basically looks like a brown. I'm not sure how good this is gonna look. Let's see. So normally I use a oh, that might be too much. Normally I use rat skin flesh. And that was on a suggestion from one of the former store owners. He used to own a game shop here. His name is Will Ellis. So we got the Gilliam flesh, and it's actually not bad. Wow, that is surprising. That was one or two quick brush strokes, and he's got a nice little tone to him. Because it's wet right now, but it looks like he's got some of a beard already because of the way it fell into those recesses. This actually looks pretty good. You know what? Let me see. I don't know if I like the shadowing effect up here. Lighten that up just a little bit. Just soak it up just a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, that's actually, so if you've had trouble painting faces, this might be the solution for you. If you want a character to be more or less a tanned looking character, I guess is the best way to say it, because it doesn't look like the typical Anglo-Saxon guy. This guy looks like he's been in the sun, but also looks like he's got a beard going, like a brown beard. So yeah, that looks, wow, that's actually really surprising. Really surprising. And I've seen some people do it on their videos, but this, seeing it in person, I'm digging it. Gives a nice shadow in the eyes, on the mouth. Yeah, okay. So let's see. The only color I did not use was the sheer purple. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna do the purple. Yeah, let's do one of my 15mm guys. Like I said, this is from Coruscant Miniatures. It's based off of, inspired by the short video by Neil Blomkamp on the Oat Studio channel on YouTube, from the video Raka, however you want to pronounce it, Rakka. Basically, lizard guys come and take over the world. So we'll go ahead and do the purple on them. I might have to go pick up a green tomorrow. Another thing I just want to say, apparently, I got out of work today, and the wife took me over to the comic shop to pick these up. I was the only person who had bought any. Kind of surprising, because I'm reading all over the place a lot of people saying that they're sold out, that their local game shop was sold out. When is it going to come back in stock and all this? So I don't know what's going on in my area. Oh, this is like really dark, and I am regretting it already. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to avoid his pistol. But so far this thing's like super dark, super opaque. You might want to pick up that Drulich shade before it gets sold out, because you know this is replacing the Drulich purple. So GW is not going to have shades any longer. Everything's going to this contrast. Well, not everything, not all their lines. No, don't forget about that. But yeah, the shades are gone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the green for his weapon. The rest of them, I've got about 15 of these. I don't think I'm gonna do them purple. No, I'm not a fan of this purple. Not at all. Now, supposedly, you can call Games Workshop and let them know that, hey, you are not satisfied with this, and they'll give you money back or a refund. Rather, not a refund, or an exchange. So for this purple, maybe because it's just such a small model, I don't know, it just seems like super opaque. It just looks like I put on a candy coat of purple on it. Not really thrilled. Not really thrilled at all. So we'll put that over there. So that's a smattering of all the colors here. So let's move this out of the way. All the colors that I have. So let's go back to the snakebite leather on this beastie. It's still a little wet, but it basically looked like it's a wash. But it did do what it said. It collected in the places it's supposed to collect. Made it nice and dark. But it looks like a brown ink, to be honest with you. This looks like it's just basically a brown ink, like a Vallejo game color brown ink put on there. I don't know. Maybe it's because I had an undercoat on it. I'm not sure. That could be the reason why. But it just looks to me like a brown ink. The Pterodon turquoise, it's actually quite beautiful. I do like it. It's bright. Maybe I trial and error. I'm gonna have to learn how to use this stuff a lot better. But ooh, I didn't realize how thin that was. See, like right here, it picked it up. It pulled up on the forearm pretty good on there. But on the tail, on the scales, looks great. Forehead looks great. Down into the recesses. So yeah, turquoise, it looks good. It'll probably look good on, I don't know, something. Alright, oh yeah, well, it's actually pretty dry real quick. Volupus pink. Damn. I really like this. This came out looking really, really good. Like I said, for your monsters and whatnot, this is going to be an indispensable color. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit closer. There it goes. Yeah, that looks really good. I like this. I like it a lot. And it's not even fully dried yet. The only thing, it did pull up right there. Again, I gotta learn how to use this stuff just like everybody else. This is day one. So let's go to the Astartes. It looks like that's probably one of the points where I touched it at. More than likely. It's alright. One of these shoulders has got to be gray anyway for the unnumbered suns, so I guess this is going to be the one. Looks like I have to do a little bit of touch-up work. But again, that face looks one coat, Gilliam flesh, done. And this was on gray. So I'm sure if you go with a white base coat, it'd probably be a little bit fairer skinned. But yeah, I mean, he already looks like he's got a beard. It's just a shadow effect. Man, this is like really, really good. And I hate using human faces. I hate using non-helmeted figures. That might change now. That really might change now. One thing I do know from what I've been told is whenever your color seeps onto something else, like you see here on the helmet, some yellow got on there, I'm going to have to re-base coat it to use the other color I want on it. So upside downside. But otherwise, overall thoughts, I dig them. They're pretty cool. They're I don't know, it's going to take a little bit of time. I am not a professional painter, so GW did not send me, anything to preview. So I got to learn how to use it. I haven't had time with it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge. Anyway, I think they look good. Let me take this off the camera mount here. Let's see if we can get some better pictures. Alright, so that's about it. This video is going to be 40 minutes. So have a good one. Stay safe. Happy Father's Day again, everybody. Have a good one. Take it easy.